Why do you think most youth football teams fall apart mid-season, Coach?
Well, I think you've hit everything on the head, Coach Beast. I want to hop on here and just give you some props. I've been following you the last couple weeks. I got a hold of you on TikTok, and so I really appreciate you having me on. A couple things, just give you a little bit about myself. I'm a coach here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've been coaching at the high school level for 20. Well, I just got my 20-year award from IFCA. So
congratulations!
Thank you. I've been running Southport developmental football the last 8 years. So we started in 2018. Wow. And some of the things that you've touched on, especially today or tonight, is really, really important. And I'm going to talk about the coaching assignments. So as a head coach, making sure that your coaches understand exactly what you expect of them is very relevant. And if you have a line coach that starts to trickle into the secondary, it's important that you pull him back to the line. I have some great guys that work with me at Southport. We're on our third season together. We're going for our back-to-back championship this Saturday at 2:00. Nice, we're undefeated this season. Awesome. And a lot of it is because of what exactly you were saying. You've got to stay disciplined. Coaches need to know their roles and own those roles. I have two great line coaches that I say, listen, this is the practice plan. This is what we need to get done this week and install. And I trust them. Now, after each practice, I also bring them back in and talk to them. What did we accomplish today, guys? Did we get this done? Did we get through installing a 4-man front? Did we get the 3-man front installed? So talking to them post-practice is really important as well. But anyway, just wanted to throw that out there, man. I really, really appreciate what you're doing for youth football. I think it's good for coaches to hear from other coaches, and just appreciate you having me on, man.
Well, first of all, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for being on. And you're absolutely right. I run my program, and I say this a lot to the guys here. I run my program like a high school prep program. I don't take it lightly just because it's a youth football program. Organization is so important. It's still a program. You cannot take this thing lightly just because you may be a volunteer or whatever. I run this thing like I run my business. Very organized. The way I run my house, Miss Beast to tell you, man, he's pretty routine and predictable. Yeah, everybody in my household, they know I hold everybody accountable, including myself. And it's about organization and being, if you want to be a winner and you want to be successful, you got to have proper organization, especially if you want long-term success. I'm gonna get Coach Tim in here. Coach Tim, how are you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Coach? Thank you for having me on again.
Man, it's going well. Good to hear you because, a lot of people don't know this. My first name is Coach Tim, or it's Tim. So, seeing Coach Tim, I know is a good guy and all of that good stuff. So, right. Coach, I'm going to throw this question at you to get started, and then you can say whatever you want to say. What do you think most youth football teams fall apart mid-season?
Why most teams fall apart. So first I'll say, thankfully, I haven't been a part of programs like that. So this would be kind of a outside looking in guesswork kind of thing, because I think we haven't been a part of that. But from what I can tell, it seems like there's not a united front as far as the coaching staff. Sometimes those guys are disagreeing, or united front with the coaches and the parents. Sometimes that can lead to the breakdown from what I can tell. And sometimes the coaches just aren't teaching, and the parents or the players eventually see that, and that can cause them to leave. That's just from what I can tell, though. I can speak to more of some things, giving guys advice from some success we've had, but that's my input as far as that question.
Man, you're absolutely right. I mean, what I see here in Bama is a lot of guys don't know how to lead. A lot of guys want to coach to call plays. They want to coach to we were running the spread 2x2, we'll kill teams, if we were running, empty, and that's the way they think. They're not thinking about the leadership aspects, the program management, the fundraising, the communication, the staff management, the volunteer management, all of these things, player development. Yep. So when I talk about having a high value youth football program, I'm talking about leadership. I'm talking about knowing what it means to grow a program from the ground up to where it's a winning program, not just on the field, but off the field, to where you got people in the community taking notice of your program, and they're saying, man, whoa, they just gave away backpacks. They just did a trunk or treat in the neighborhood. Oh, they got a mentorship program. Man, the football players are, standing up to bullying and reporting things. Like, that's the kind of standard you want in your program, because I can tell you, if you just want to call plays and win games, there's a graveyard full of youth football coaches who nobody remember, nobody give a damn about, right? Because all you was focused on was, y'all know what I'm about to say, winning a damn fake ring. And when you win the ring, and I'm somebody who has won it, and got all this stuff back here, the rings don't matter. After you win it, you enjoy it, you wake up the next day, you're like, man, we did it. So now what?
What's next?
What's next? What's next?
I'll tell you what's next. You get better. You get better.
Exactly.
You do off-season training.
Exactly. It's like, all right, on the next year.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest mistakes you can do as a coach, and I've done this when younger on, you win a championship, right? And then you have a hangover. And you think that, we won last year, so we're coming back this year. We're going to win it again. And you start to get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come back the next, we was undefeated last season. We won the championship last season. Now, why in the hell are we, 1-4?
Mm-hmm.
Because you still got to work the process. The standard is still the standard. Y'all know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm feeling this today because so many coaches are making mistakes and they wonder why my program not what it needs to be. Because I guarantee you guys, and I'm trying not to spill my into segments over here talking about organization, is that we gotta, as coaches, focus on the leadership aspect of having a strong program, not just the X's and O's. Y'all know what I mean?
No, absolutely. Listen, hey, I mentioned the run we're on 2 seasons now. We've only lost 1 game, getting ready to go into the championship game this Saturday. Tomorrow's our final practice, our final preparation.
Yeah.
At the end of the practice, I've invited our senior class from the varsity high school program to come in and talk to the kids, and build that culture. These same kids that are seniors in the high school program officiate our flag football program in the spring. You've got to build culture within your program. You've got to have a standard that is set daily, and everyone's got to reach that bar. I say something to my team almost every spring when we start training is, listen, the bar is here. My standard is here. It's not going to ever lower. It's your job to reach me and reach above it. Find your own level that you need to be at and hold yourself to a higher standard than I can. So you're spot on, man.
I love it. And I tell you what, I'm gonna throw this question at you guys, at both of you guys, and either one of you can take it. What do you personally do to keep discipline strong in your program?
It's a good one. I'll start out. So we got a Cardinal 500. Okay, Cardinal 500 is a reminder if you're doing bad in school or if you're getting any type of trouble, parents come to me, things aren't going right at home, something happens on the field, and you have an issue. Cardinal 500 is starting at the goal line to the 25 and back, goal line to the 50 and back, goal line to the 75 and back, goal line to the 100 and back. That's 500 yards. So we do that. We have a couple kids that'll run it. Some kids will do it weekly until they get it right, but that is a standard for us that we call Cardinal 500.